Hi guys, thank you for joining me today. So this video has been a long time coming. It's my skincare video. Now first let me start off by saying by no means do I think I'm a skincare expert whatsoever. I highly encourage all of you to visit your dermatologist to get get to know your skin, to get to know what your skin type is. Is it dry? Is it combination? Are you sensitive skin? All of those factors come into play. And this has been trial and error for me. I did not take care of my skin for many years of my adult life. I was a huge sun worshiper without sunscreen. I mean, baby oil and lemon juice in my hair, the whole 9 yards. And so now my skin has, come to terms with all of that, and now I'm doing a lot of reverse things to help with it. I will say I spend a lot of time just looking in the mirror and just seeing what my skin's needing at that minute. And my skin changes all the time. It's always very dry, so that's always an issue I have. And of course I want to look for anti-aging, to help with the wrinkles. A lot of that is hydration. And then, I have some sunspots here and there. I did have a chemical peel. Oh gosh, when was that? Late summer last year that I really enjoyed. But there's a lot of work to be done here, a lot of damage. But I'm just going to show you the products that I've been using. A lot of it's trial and error, frankly. It's some things I liked, some things I didn't like, and a lot of skincare, unfortunately, is very expensive. But I am just going to show you what I've been using and why I use it. Okay, so first off, I have my notes right here, so if I look down, that's why I sound and lose track of what I'm trying to say. Okay, so first, skincare. What is the purpose of skincare? What should you be doing? And frankly, you should be doing a couple things. Number one is you should be cleaning, exfoliating, and then prepping for the morning. This is for morning skincare. So in the morning, your first thing is cleaning. Okay, so you should have your makeup off by then. So what you would do is just do like a light cleaning, something very mild. Even just a couple washes with cold water. Oh, that's another thing. Hot water on your face is a big no-no. The colder, the better, because hot water, it just takes out the hydration so much more. Cool water tends to help a lot better. So first off that. So in the morning, I've already done all my cleansing at night. So in the morning, I just go in with my, let me show you these. My Shisedo facial cottons. I love these things. You could get them at Sephora. They are absolutely wonderful. So I get one of these, and then I take my micellar water, and I just put a little bit on there, and I just run it across my face and my eyes, and that's my only thing I do for cleaning in the morning. Next, what I will do is, oh, this is another thing I do. It's going to be all over the place, is I alternate a lot of times. I do one thing one day, one thing the other day. If I do all the things one time, I feel like it's not enough. And if I do the other way, I feel like it's too much. So I'm just going to show you. So next you want to do is kind of like a tone slash exfoliate kind of thing. So my theory is this. I use Retin-A products. So if that's sloughing off in the nighttime, you want to get that dead skin off so you have a nice even canvas for makeup application. You don't get the dry patches. So I either use the Pixi Glow Tonic with one of those facial cottons just for a light wipe across my face, or if I feel like I really need it every few days, I use the Dr.Dennis Gross Alpha Pills. It's a two-step. The first step's the peel. The second step's the equalizer for it. And so I use that. And so now my face would be cleaned, and it would be lightly exfoliated of any dead skin on my face. Next, I will go in with another toner that's really going to put hydration back in my skin, because I need a lot of hydration. And my favorite right now is the Coop Raw Sauce. This is a humectant of Acer maple water. It has such a delightful smell. Oh my gosh, it smells so nice. And it is has a really nice slip to it on your face. It just feels really, really great. I highly recommend that. So I just put a little bit on my hand and just rub it. I put it over my eyes and down my neck and down to my décolleté. And that starts my moisturizing, bringing the items back into my skin. Next is what I would do in the morning is I would do, why is this being weird? Okay. Vitamin C serum. Right now I'm using the Drunk Elephant Vitamin C. It is absorbent acid that has vitamin C in it. It helps with hydration. It helps with brightening your skin, and it helps with helping the UV rays and stuff from the day-to-day sun. So I definitely recommend a vitamin C serum for you. And then I move on. My last step would be moisturizer. Now, this is where I really look at my skin. Do I want something really, really overhydrating? Do I need just a light hydration? So let me show you a couple that I have right now. If it's pretty okay, and I feel like I'm at a good place, I will use the Pixi H20. It's a gel-like, let me show you, like a gel-like serum. It's very, very thin, but it's also really hydrating. I would do that. And then I've fallen in love with Milk brand, Milk Makeup. This is their cooling water roll-on. And it has just a real mild thing, but it's a very cooling, it has caffeine in it, and it's a very cooling rub-on moisture stick. And where I like to put that is right under my bags of my eyes. I rub that in and let that sit for a few minutes to just kind of soak in, because that would be my problem area for sure, is in my eyes. So there you go. And then I go about my time of letting it all sink in, put on a little moisturizer. Oh, let me show you that. Okay, so I've been using the It Cosmetic Je ne sais quoi lip balm for the lips, so I'll put a little bit of that on, just getting ready for makeup. And then I just bought the Sephora Super Nourishing Lip Balm with beeswax in it, and I bought that recently too. I haven't opened that, the thing's closed, but that's what I like to do. Then comes nighttime. And nighttime, what you really want to do is you want to remove your makeup. So that's the first step. Then you want to cleanse. And then you want to exfoliate. Then you want to put on your treatments and your serums. And then you want to lock all of that in with moisturizer. And then you're done for the night. That's what I do. A rule of thumb sometimes, because if you start using a lot of products, sometimes you're worried like which one goes first and which one goes second. The rule of thumb would be the thinnest to the thickest. So something that's really light like a serum is going to go and penetrate faster into the skin, where something that's more creamy like a moisturizer, a tub of moisturizer, so it's going to be your thickest. So you would want that to be your last item to lock everything in. Otherwise, the other stuff's not going to penetrate through. So here comes nighttime. Nighttime comes and it's time for me to take off my makeup. So what I like to do is I like to use one of two things. I like both of these. I've gotten away from makeup removing wipes because I find like they have a lot of alcohol in them, and I'm trying to not dry out my skin any more than I already have. So this is the Clinique, what do they call it? Take Off the Day Cleansing Balm. It's a solid, and then you take a little bit out and it immediately warms up and becomes like an oil, and you take off your makeup with that. I like that a lot, but I think I like this better, and this is the Tatcha Cleansing Oil. And I take some of this, rub it on to it completely breaks down the mascara and the eyes, and you get it all going. Then you wash off your face and you wipe it off, and your makeup should, for the most part, be pretty much removed. Then I go in with the second cleanse, And that was just to remove off the surface thing. Now I want to work on my pores and my skin and getting all that junk off of it that's in your pores and stuff. So then what I would do is I would then take a cleanser, and I've been liking the Shisedo Gentle Cleanse. In fact, I'm almost out. I've got just a little bit left in here. I'll take this on my Clarisonic and rub that around and get my skin nice and exfoliated with that and get it cleansed off, and then wash my face off. Now comes toner. And the reason you want to use toner, years ago toner was like very antiseptic, like really like for pimples, and it was really overly drying and very, very harsh for your skin. Nowadays, so many of the products are more pH balanced for skin. They've got a lot of ingredients in it that helps with that. They've come a long way. So now you're really just gonna just keep everything very balanced, and it becomes like your first you've stripped a lot of things, and so this is your first thing that you're putting back into your skin. So you're going to start with a toner, and what I've been liking is the DHC Coenzyme Q10, they call it lotion, but it's a toner that I have been using in the evening time. Put a little bit of that with the cotton pad on my face, give it a nice wipe around. Then I'll go back in with my raw sauce because I just can't help myself. Put a little dab of that on there, and now my skin starts really feeling really good. It doesn't feel stripped or dry anymore, and now I'm ready to go. And then that's where I put on my Retin-A cream. So this is the strongest. You want to move up gradually with this. I've worked up to every other night of this. So on the nights that I'm using this, I put this on next. Okay, so what Retin-A does is your skin naturally will turn over cells and slough them off. And this actually just makes it go quicker. So you're turning over your cells and the new skin's coming forth way more often. So you don't get stuck with that dry skin, patchy skin, that kind of thing. It's supposed to help give you kind of baby fresh skin more frequently and more often than if you were not to use this. So on days I use this, I use it now. And days that I'm not using that, I will use the T.L.C. Glycolic Night Serum from Drunk Elephant. And when I'm done using this on this night, that's a glycolic acid, and days I'm using that, I will follow it up with their Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. So at this point, I'm working on putting on items that are going to help slough off any of the dead skin. That's what I'm working on at this point. So now that I have those items on, now I want to really bring stuff back in. I've worked on cleaning, I've worked on getting stuff out, and working on the returnover of my cells, and now I want to really throw that hydration back in. And there's a couple items that I use for that. I use, well, one thing I'll tell you I use is the Flora Sunday Riley Flora Oil. This is a really nice, it has Russian, Turkish, and Bulgarian red rose for hydrating botanicals. Just a serum that you put on a few drops. I usually do about 5 drops of that. So I'll use this sometimes. And then I picked up the Drunk Elephant b-hydra Intensive Hydration Gel. I'll use that, and let me show you what this looks like. It's just a little gel-like substance, and you just rub it, and it's very, very moisturizing to the skin. It looks really, really good on your skin. It feels really nice and hydrative. So I will use those items to add just a little bit of extra hydration back into my skin. And then I really look at where my skin's at. If my skin's feeling pretty good, I will follow it up with just the moisturizer, and I've been using the First Aid Beauty Intense Hydration Moisturizer. It's just a big tub of a cream moisturizer. I will use that. Now, if I'm really having a hard time, winter is set in, things are really dry, what I will do is I will take a little bit of my moisturizer with the back of my finger, because I have nails. I will put it on, and then I'll take the fresh sea berry oil. This is a moisturizing face oil, and I'll put 3 drops of it. 1, 2, 3, and I will rub this and emulsify this in to each other. And now I have an extra hydrative thing that I will then dab all over my face as an extra hydration level. So that is a really cool thing that I do. And then it's time to put on my lip treatments, and I'm good to go and ready for bed. My skin would at that point be so hydrative, has a quite like a, it has a real hydrative, sheen to it, and I go night-night. And that's pretty much what I do for my skincare. Those are products I'm loving, and I wanted to tell you real quick, I wanted to share with you, if I ever have little breakouts that happen hormonally or otherwise, a product that I absolutely adore is the Kate Somerville Eradicate. It's a antiseptic type thing. It's liquid, and then it's got like this pink stuff that reminds me a lot of like calamine lotion. And you do not shake it. You leave it just as is. You open it up. It has big signs on it that say do not shake it. So you want to keep that separation there. You take a little Q-tip, dip it all the way down, bring it up, and then you put that pink mixture on the little acne you have, and it dries it up much quicker than if you weren't going to use anything. So I wanted to share that with you. I know there's another, Mario Badescu has one as well that's almost like, or looks identical. So I wanted to share that with you if you had a blemish issue. So, and one thing I did not mention in this video is sunscreen that you want to put on before if you're going to be out and about during the day. Right now I'm in between sunscreens. I'm getting ready to try the SkinCeuticals one, or maybe the Obagi one, but right now I didn't have one to share with you because I just finished one, and now I'm going to be starting with another. So there you go. That's my skincare that I'm loving right now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in comment section below. In the description box, I always have all of the links to these items, and I hope that you enjoyed this and it was helpful to you. Please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I really need your help with that. So make sure you subscribe. And as always, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.